Question number 1. SKD Company Limited is not registered under GST. Purchased the material P from a company which is registered under GST. Okay. The following information is available for one lot of 1000 units of a material purchased. Listed price of one lot is 50,000. Trade discount is 10%. The serious GST is 6% each. Cash discount 10%. Freight 3,400. Toll tax paid is 1,000. Demurrage is 1,000. Okay. Commission and brokerage on purchase is 2,000. Amount deposited for returnable containers is 6,000. Amount of refund on when returning the container is 4,000. Other expenses is 2% of total cost. Further, provided that 20% of material shortage is due to normal reasons, the payment to the supplier was made within 20 days of purchase. You are required to calculate cost per unit of material purchased to SKD Company Limited. So we have to find the cost per unit. Let's see the answer. Net purchase cost. It is 50,000 minus 10% is 48,000. This 10% is trade discount. Listed price, listed price is 50,000 and trade discount is 10%. So net purchase cost is 45,000. Earlier I said the GST is 6%, it is 12%. So GST is 12%, so 50,400. Then we have to add freight in toll tax and freight 3,400, toll tax 1,000. So we add that. Then commission, that's the commission. Commission and brokerage and purchase is 2,000. So we add that, commission 2,000. The cost of container means the amount deposited for returnable containers and amount of refund on returning the containers, 6,000 and 4,000. So the difference is 2,000. That also added. So the total cost is 58,800. Then other expenses. Other expenses are 2% of total cost. We don't know what is the other expenses are. Okay, it is not given in the question, but it is given at 2% of total cost. So we have to find other expenses. We also don't know the total cost. Only if we know the other expenses, then we get the total cost. So there are two methods to find the difference, to find other expense or to find total cost. The question they said that 2% of total cost is other expenses. So other expenses is 2%. So remaining 98% is total cost. Total cost plus other cost, the cost plus other expenses and total cost. So it is 100%. There are two methods to find that. The method one is the other expenses is 2%. Let the total cost be X. So the other expenses is 2% of X. But we don't know other expenses. But we know that cost is 98% of X and we know this 58,800. See, 58,800. We find the cost. So by putting in this formula, we will find that we will find X. So X is 60,000, which is the total cost. See, 2% is our expense. So remaining 98% is cost. That's how we derived the total cost. It is 60,000. Okay. The method 2 is to find other expenses. First method is used for to finding total cost. But if we have to find the other expenses, we can find like 2% is we don't know, question mark. 98% is 58,800. So we can cross multiply. How it works means it's like it is ratio by ratio. 58,800 is to X means cost is to other expenses is proportionate to 98% is to 2%. So the basic of ratio mathematics application. By applying the mathematics application, 98 into X and 58,800 into 2. The middle one multiplies and the end one multiplies. So we get the X as 1,200. That's how we can find other expenses. Or we can subtract 60,000 minus 58,800, we will get 1,200. Either way we can find the answer. Our primary objective is to find the cost per unit. It is our primary objective. So we found that we find the total cost is 60,000 divided by net units 1000 minus 20 percentage. How are minusing this? Because 20 percentage of material shortage is the normal reasons. Total there was 1000 units in a lot, one lot, 20% material shortage. So 1000 minus 30 percentage, 800. 800 is our net units. So total cost divided by net units, we will get 75 is cost per unit. So that's how we find the cost per unit. I will repeat once again. The net purchase cost, which we found, add GST, all other expenses we add, the cost of container, the difference between the net we will take the net amount deposited and amount refunded. The net we get the 2000. Then we find the cost plus other expenses that we found out by the method 2 and the total cost you get. You can use any of these methods, method 1 or method 2. Or we can calculate by mind also. By just looking at it, we will understand that just by cross multiplying it, we will get the answer. Then we will divide it by net units. That is 1000 minus that 20% material shortage. So we got the cost per unit. Okay. That's how we found cost per unit under material costing. Okay, here is one thing. In this question, we didn't take cash discount and demerge. So we will show it in the notes that cash discount is treated as interest and finance charges, hence it is ignored. We have to show it in the notes why we ignore why we didn't take this in calculation and we ignored it. Demerge. What is demerge? Demerge is a penalty imposed by transporter for delay in uploading or offloading of materials. It is abnormal cost and not included for this costing purpose. Okay. Question 2. A company uses three materials A, B, C for particular product for which the following data apply. Raw materials, okay. Raw material A, B, C. Usage per unit of product is 10 kg, 4 kg, 6 kg. There is reorder quantity, price per kg, delivery period in weeks, so the time period, okay, reorder levels and minimum levels. What we have to find is minimum stock of A, maximum stock of B, reorder level of C, and average stock of A. The weekly, it is provided in the question that the weekly production varies from 175 to 225 units and averaging 200 units of cell product. We have to compute the minimum stock to maximum stock of B, reorder level of C, average stock level of A. Okay. This provided the weekly production varies from 175 to 225. So the minimum is 175 and the maximum weekly is 225 and the average is 200. Let's see. Minimum stock of A. It's, we can by using this formula we can find a correct answer. Appropriate by applying the appropriate formulas we can get the correct answer. First we have to find minimum stock of A. ROL minus average consumption into average lead time. ROL means reorder level. The minimum you can look in the question. What is the reorder level of A? 8,000. So we wrote 8,000. Okay, 8,000. Then minus average consumption into average lead time. We are finding out the minimum stock of A. What is the average consumption of A? Average consumption is 2. Sorry, average consumption of A. Average consumption is 10. So 10 into what is the average lead time? Average lead time is, okay, the delivery period is also known as lead time. So average lead time is 2 and average consumption is 10 into 100, 200. So 8,000 minus 2,000 into 4,000 is 4,000 kgs. So we got the minimum stock of A. Then second thing we have to find out is maximum stock level of B. For that The formula is ROL plus ROQ minus minimum consumption into minimum lead time. What is ROL? Reorder level. What was the reorder level of B? 4750. We wrote 4750. What is the minimum consumption? Sorry. ROL plus ROQ minus minimum consumption into minimum lead time. ROL we found 4750. ROQ, reorder quantity. The reorder quantity is B is 5000. So we have got 5000. It's just applying the formula. That's how we found the answer. Minimum consumption. Okay, minimum consumption. Okay, minimum. We took the minimum as 175 and maximum is 225. So 175 into 4. That's minimum consumption. It's a minimal lead time. Minimum lead time of B is 3 into 3. So by calculating we get 7650 kg. The third one we have to find is ROL of C, reorder level of C. For that the formula is maximum consumption into maximum lead time. What's the maximum consumption? Maximum consumption is 6 into 225. So 6 into 225 is let's use the calculator 1350 into maximum lead time. What's maximum lead time? It is 4. So into 4, 5400. We got that. Okay, what's the next? We have to find out the average stock level of A. For that, we can use this method: minimum stock level plus maximum stock level by 2. But we don't know maximum stock level. To find that, it is a lengthy step. But we find the minimum stock of A is 4000 kg. So by applying this formula, it will be easier. Minimum stock level plus ROQ by 2. Minimum stock level plus reorder quantity by 2. What is the reorder quantity of A? Reorder quantity is 10,000. So minimum stock level. Minimum stock level, we found out that it is 4000. Here, 4000. So 4000 plus reorder quantity by 2. So it is 9000 kg is average stock level of A. So we solve that question. Question number 3. From the following data for the year ended 31st March 2021, calculate the inventory turnover ratio of the two items and put forward your comments on them. Okay, material A and material B. Opening stock. What is the opening stock? It is 10,000 and 9,000 on 1st April 2020. Purchase during the year 52,000 and 27,000. Closing stock is 31 on as on 31/3/2021 is 6,000 and 11,000. First of all, it is necessary to find out the material consumed. We have to find the inventory turnover ratio. But what is the material consumed? It is opening stock 10,000 and 9,000 plus add purchases. What does the purchase? 50,000, 22,000, 27,000. We add it. So we got this less closing stock 6,000, 11,000. We less the closing stock. So we got the material consumed 56,000 and 25,000. So what is the average inventory? We have to find the average inventory in order to find inventory turnover ratio. First, what is the average inventory? Opening stock plus closing stock by 2. We all know that to find the average of inventory, opening of stock plus closing stock by 2. So opening stock plus opening stock plus by 2. So 10,000 is opening stock, closing stock 6,000. 10,000 plus 6,000 by 2, it is 8,000. Okay, what is the average inventory of B? That is 9. Opening stock is 9,000, closing stock is 11,000. So 9,000 plus 11,000 by 2, which is 10,000. We found the average inventory. So we found the material consumed and average inventory. Alright, now we have to put it in the formula. Inventory turnover ratio. Consumption by average inventory. So when the consumption in material consumed of material A is 56,000. So 56,000 divided by average inventory 8,000. So it is 7 times. And material B is 25,000 by 10,000. consumption by average inventory. Consumption means material consumed. Average inventory we found here. Just divide this thing, divide. So we get here 2.5 times and 7 times. Now we have to find inventory turnover. It is number of days in a year by inventory turnover ratio. It is number of days in a year, this is taken as 365. So 365 divided by 7, which is 52 days, and 365 divided by 2.5, which is 146 days. From this we can understand that material A is moving faster than material B. When the material A moves 7 times, material B is moving only 2.5 times. So we can add the comment that material A is moving faster than material B. Question number 4. X, an employee of ABC company, gets the following emoluments and benefits. Basic pay 10,000 per month, dearness allowance is 2,000 per month, bonus 20% of salary and DA, other allowance 2,500 per month. Employer's contribution to PF is 10% of salary and DA. X works for 2,400 hours per annum, out of which 400 hours are non-productive and treated as normal idle day. You are required to compute the effective hourly cost of employees X. So we have to find the effective hourly cost of employee X, that is rate per hour. So first we have to find the net productive hours. To find net productive hour per annum. The question says that X work for 2,400 hours per annum, out of which 400 is non-productive. So the net productive hours is 2,000. Net productive hours is 2,000 hours. Now we have to find rate per hour. What is the rate? See, let's question for. Basic pay is 10,000 per month. So 10,000 into 12 months, it is 1,20,000. Dearness allowance is 2,000 per month. 24,000, 2,000 into 12 months. Bonus is, so see, bonus is 20% of salary and DA. 20, so we have to calculate add the salary and DA. 1,20,000 plus 24,000 is 1,44,000. Bonus is on 20% of salary and DA. So it is 1,44,000, 20%, 28,800. It is bonus. Then allowance. Other allowance is 2,500 per month. So 2,500 into 12 months, 30,000. Then employer's contribution to PF. See, this we have to check that is employer's contribution. Then if it is given employee's contribution, so we have no cost in it. It's not our cost. Employee has to pay. No, we don't care. But we have to care here. This employer's contribution to PF. It is 10%. Costing it is 10% of salary and DA. So 10% of salary and DA is 40,000 into 10%, 14,400. So add this is 2,70,200, the cost. So we have the cost. We have to find the rate per hour, right? So divided by net productive hours. The net productive hours was 2,000. So divided by 2,000, we have that 108.60 is our rate per hour. It is the effective hourly cost of employee X. So our fifth question. Calculate the employee hour rate of worker X from the following data. Basic pay 10,000, dearness allowance 3,000 per month, fringe benefits 1,000 per month. Number of working days in a year is 300. 20 days are availed of as holidays on full pay in a year. Assume a day of 8 hours. So first we have to find analyze is net productive hours. 300 days, 20 days are availed of. So net productive hours is 300 minus 20 into 8. It is 2,240 into 8 hours. This is 8 hours. 300 days minus 20 days off into 8 hours. It is 2,240 hours. It is net productive hours. Now we can find a rate per hour. Is basic salary, that is the basic pay, 10,000 per month. So 10,000 into 12 months, 1,30,000. Dearness allowance, 3,000 per month. So dearness allowance 3,000 in 12 months is 36,000. Fringe benefits 1,000 per month, the other benefits. So 1000 into 12,000. So the total cost is 1,68,000. So now we have to find the rate per hour. Here we found the cost. That to find the rate per hour, we have to divide the cost by net productive hours. So the cost by we earlier find that 2,240 is the net productive hours. So the cost by net productive hours 1,68,000 divided by 2,240, which is 75, is the rate per hour. Okay, 75 is the effective hour rate of a worker X. It is 75. That's we completed our first set of its 5 questions. Thank you.